This video is for Input Box real time. First, we're going to get on the trail and advance till we see the 20 boxes. Oh, I'm advancing. There they are. Alright, we know that these boxes were put there based on the parameters that were given. Now, I don't see the parameter for the font size. It already was given, so I'm going to go here and back up 9 on the trail. And I'm going to look for the font size. There it is. I'm going to click on that. Then I leave the trail and I go to RT, real time. And over here you see, because we made that font instruction, the last highlighted yellow instruction, that's where it took us. Now I'm going to change the size of the font from 20 to 10. Made them a lot smaller, but I want to manipulate the number of rows and columns, so they need to be smaller. Now we'll go to the value of M, which told it how many columns there were going to be. Instead of 5, we're going to change that to 10. 10 columns. Well, if there are 10 columns, well, there no longer can be 2 rows because we only have 10 numbers. So we'll change that to 1. Now, our 10 values are in 1 row. Now we actually see that, well, maybe now we could increase the size of the font. Say we could make it to 13. Oh, no, can't make it 13. Oh, but what if we change the number of places that each value has? Well, we know that that's this 7 here. We'll reduce that to 6. Oh, there you go. Now we have our 10 values in 1 row of 10. Oh, and we should have made our value of the change up here for L to 10, but because there was only 1 row, it didn't matter. So we can leave it at 5. It never went to a second row. But this value for L should have been set to 10. The index for rows, if there were multiple rows, in this case, would be 10. Well, let's see if we can put everything back the way it used to be. Because you must understand that these changes we made are actually made to the program. And I didn't really want this program to change. So here I'm going to change this back to 7. For each 7 places, I'm going to change the number of rows to 2. I'm going to change the number in a row to 5. This stays 5. We never changed it. And over here, the font wasn't 13, but it was 20. Alright, now we changed it back the way it was. Now, we're going to end RT. We're going to go to text. We're going to go on the trail till we see the text listed on the trail. We'll increase it by 9 each time until we see it. There it is. We go over here and see where the box T is. Here's where the box T is that displayed them. Well, again, I want to go back a little further, so I'm going to go over here and go back 9 on the trail. So I can find the positioning here. Here's the X for 20, Y 100. That's this position where the box T went. So we'll click on there. Then we go off the trail. We go to RT. RT put us at that value of X. So what we can see here is that we can change how this works. Alright, it says here M, the number of columns is 20. Well, this is going to be tough. We'll change that to 10. But then, if the number of columns is 10, well then the number of rows has to be 20 to show all our data. There, now it's 20, but this value up here that is set to 80 was how many characters there are in each row, so that it can go from row to row. Well, it was 80 when there was 20 columns times 4. But now there's only 10 columns, so this number is actually 40. Now it filled them in. Now we see the changes we made. We still have our 200 numbers, but we can't see everything. They got overwritten down below here. But you get the idea that we can change these values and see how it looks on the screen, and make our choices of the way we want it to look. Alright, we're going to turn, well, now wait, we got to put everything back. Yeah, we do, because this is the actual program we're changing. That's going to go back to 80. This is going to go back to 20. And this will go back to 10. Now, that's the way it was when we started. Now we can end our RT, and this is the video for Input Box about real time.